Hey, what's up, guys? Jag from Jaggy Sports, and I was ready to call it a day. Thought I'd catch the Knicks game. Like I said earlier today, Nets versus Knicks, and Knicks were up 28 points, and they lost. Cam Thomas 16 points in the fourth quarter. But that is not what I made this video for. I made this video for, and I'm not going to do an analysis on this because I'll do it tomorrow. I did this because I want you guys to check out Stephen A. Smith right now. He goes off, and I mean off, on the New York Knicks. He's calling for Tom Thibodeau. He's done with Julius Randle. He's done with Leon Rose. You name it, it's over. I feel bad for Knicks fans. They're subjected to this. I don't understand what happened. Ben Simmons wasn't playing. Kyrie Irving wasn't playing. KD obviously wasn't playing. And you still lost. So, take a look at Stephen A. Smith. He goes off, and yeah. Like I said, I feel bad for Knicks fans, and I hope something good comes out of this whole situation tomorrow. I can see Leon Rose maybe possibly. I hate calling for somebody to get fired, but all signs are pointing to the Knicks firing Tom Thibodeau. So will they do it? Who knows? Jag Manga, Jaggy Sports. Take a look at this. These two clips from Stephen A. Smith.
Well, we would describe this one as practically unimaginable. The New York Knicks blowing a 28-point lead, their largest in a loss over the last 30 years. They have now lost 3 games after leading by at least 20 points in the month of February alone. The first team to do that in a calendar month in the last 25 years. And for immediate reaction, we turn our attention to our friend Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A., your thoughts?
You know, I got a good friend that's a Knicks fan that just sent me a text message. You know what he said to me?
What was it?
He said he praises the Lord, he tithes, he prays every day, he mentors kids. We as Knicks fans deserve better than this. And he's absolutely right. The New York Knicks are a national disgrace, ladies and gentlemen. They're horrible. Tibbs, we're hearing that the New York Knicks as an organization ain't too fond of him these days. He might be out. I don't give a damn if he was going tonight. Julius Randle, I'm done with him. Leon Rose, we got inmates in state penitentiaries more visible than this man. He's the president of basketball operations. We can't find this man. They are trash. Horrible. No KD, no Kyrie, no Ben Simmons. And you lose a 28-point lead courtesy of a rookie by the name of Cam Thomas, who's decent, probably good. 16 points in the fourth quarter. The New York Knicks are trash. Spike Lee shouldn't even show up for the rest of the season. Tracy Morgan, don't go. Don't go. Nobody goes. You're horrible. I'm so done with this team. You just stink. All the excuses. Brooke, I am officially embarrassed that there is video out of me last year talking about New York stand-up. Oh, wow. I am embarrassed. I'm not finished, Jalen. This is a disgrace. I owe Jay Williams a Tom Ford suit. I owe Wilbon dinner, whatever restaurant he wants. God knows what pair of sneakers Jalen gonna come up with for me to buy. What the hell you want, Greedy? I ain't got a choice. It's just horrible. Horrible. I'm done. I wish Knicks fans boycott this team. I'm just sick of it. You lose to the Oklahoma City Thunder in double overtime. You giving up 20-point leads like it's going out of style. And then tonight, with KD and Ben Simmons in street clothes, doing number high-fiving cats. This team, led by a rookie named Cam Thomas, comes back on y'all and erases a 28-point. I am done. I don't want to go to the Garden. I don't even want to drive by the Garden. I'm sick of this team. I'm done.
Let me
Just done.
No bing bong?
Quick thoughts over here. No bing bong. No bing bong tonight? Why are you hurting this poor man's feelings?
Well, earlier in the year, he was trying to get all of the Knicks fans together that he just named to do an interview to celebrate this same team.
They were celebrating.
So let's not kick the man when he's down. Let's do a little legitimate analysis if we can. You turned to me and you said, this is the kind of week that gets a coach fired.
Yeah. And he was teasing me at halftime because I never get on Tibbs. I believe in what Tibbs does, city to city, whether he's an assistant or a head coach like he was in Chicago when he's been in New York. But when you have a week like this, 2 weeks, I sat here and I taunted Stephen A. I wasn't trying to taunt. We had the Lakers on a Saturday night a while ago. They're up by 20, and I go, the game's over, Stephen A. Stop being dramatic, the game's over. And he said, what'd you say?
It ain't over. There's still a half to go.
But this one is the worst.
This was worse than that,
This
though.
is unimaginable.
This is worse than the Lakers game.
This was an unimaginable loss. Portland was a bad loss to OKC. How does it happen?
What makes this worse for your Knicks is that the people that we were celebrating are the people that we're now blaming. Tibbs, you can't lose 3 games out of 7.
Like this.
By having a 20-point lead.
Right.
You should be able to put the bottom of your bench in, Greeny. I am not exaggerating, and win. There's still going to be people talk about the 3-point shot, talk about the pace of the game. You get up 28, Stephen A., you should be upset at your squad the way they lost. The next thing, Julius Randle, the most improved player, when they show this highlight, they're going to show at the end of the game, they were getting out-hustled for offensive rebound. Julius Randle was on the baseline, didn't box out twice. Bruce Brown out-hustled him to the ball. So when that happens, when your two faces that were figureheads last year are now the ones that seem to be doing the thumbs down to the fans, you ain't gonna have to worry about them next year, in my opinion, because they're gonna be just as upset upstairs as you are watching this.
First of all, that's one of my problems. Dolan will still let it slide because he's horrible as an owner. I mean, the fact of the matter is it's not an accident that the New York Knicks nosedive into purgatory and irrelevancy began with his arrival as the chairman of this team. That's number one. Number two, Leon Rose. I meant what I said. I ain't exaggerating. You got inmates at state penitentiaries more visible than Leon Rose. I can't see the man, can't find the man, can't see a quote from him. I've looked at the papers or whatever. Listen, I'm not an advocate of firing Tibbs because I think Tibbs can coach and he's done. And he's done a lot with a suspect roster, but at the end of the day, they don't seem on the same page, which is why we had Jalen Rose yelling free Cam Reddish, and it was trending worldwide over damn Twitter. Because how do you acquire this man and then you don't play him? Well, that's ownership, that's management not being on the same page as the head coach. And then last year, we go from this with hope to this nonsense. The New York Knicks have literally returned to what they were before Leon Rose and West and everybody arrived. This is garbage, straight garbage.